Sun's going down, big guy. We are on board our new Chariot. The boost is gone, replaced with this thing and some cash. She's kind of a little ripper. Steve wasn't lying to me. This thing, oh, sketchy palette. For some reason, this thing is a unit. It's got a 12310 primary spring in it, some EPI belly buster, 74 grams, and I put my secondary on it, one of my secondaries I should say, a VSP4 and a spring. Not going to tell you what spring, I keep a little secret sauce, but this thing is kind of a little monster. It's pulling 82, 8250. It's about 20 degrees, full sun, good base, lot of traction, 1.3 Cobra, no studs. We are on a 21 XC 850 with 405 miles, damn near brand new. And we are going to see how long these Walker Evans force shocks hold up. 175 body, weird units. I don't even remember them being on these things. Apparently 1 year only on these. Andy said woof when I told him what they were. He goes, yep, half-inch shafts, whoa, ruts in there. Half-inch shafts, 175 body, oh my god, rougher than a cob. But we bought this, the light one, well, traded the light 129 to just thrash it like we're doing through here, and to see how she goes. I missed my 129 650, was kind of looking for another one of those, but this all came together. He's been a customer of mine for a couple years. He's always eyed the boost when he's in the shop, saw the ad, said, hey, what about a little trade, let's talk. And here we are. Yeah. But it's a I don't know why, but for an 850, it's an absolute kind of a monster. It is strong. I've ridden a lot of them, ridden some 9Rs, and this thing is just, it's got a wallop to it. No idea why. It's just a runner. Sometimes you get lucky. People that are buying sleds forever, you know, every once in a while you just get one that for some reason is a runner. This seems to be one of them. So I'm gonna go over to Mount Philo here, peck my way over there, get up on top, get you kind of a nice little picture and some walk around B-roll of this thing in the early sunset action. But like, why? Why is this thing so strong? It should not be. Oh man. And it's kind of like the super simple proof in the pudding Axis 850 clutch setup with the 12310 and some 74s in it, you know? I mean, it's just working. We're a little bit high on the RPM, but screw it. Feels good. We're gonna leave it. Ooh, it does have a Martin Barkey trail can on it, okay? MBRP, Martin Barkey Race Products, if you guys didn't know that. So far, I had the front track shock compression all the way up. It's doing okay. The ski shocks are doing pretty good, I think. I haven't looked at the spec sheet yet, but I think it's got 80-pound springs on it, which seems about right. When you get on the brakes, it kind of noses over. I've not even looked at where the torsions are in the back. I've not looked at the specs. I'm assuming they're light-duty jobbers. We've put my key tag on. We've put a fuel cap on it. Rolled the brake lever down. secondary on. I set the float with the TRS bar, and that's been it. We just got it this morning. Filled it up with fuel, sucked all the VES garbage out, put some cloths in it, and here we are. Oof. I gotta get the shapers off of it at some point, but I am out of stock on carbides, waiting on more to come in, so I gotta deal with it for now. I might pull some round bars off of like my 1200 or something to get by, but boy, it's a little toasty out here today. Open our vents up a little bit. There we go. I did check the alignment on it as well. It is dead nuts zero. No toe in, no toe out, exactly zero, which I gotta fix that too. We gotta put some toe out in it. I run quite a bit of toe out on my personal stuff because it helps to reduce a lot of darting. It gives you a little bit better turn in because your skis are like this, so as soon as you turn it starts to go. Gives you a little bit better feedback too, a little bit better return to center. I don't know, personal preference. Did the same thing on all the drift cars, ran heavy toe out up front. It's just the way I like to run it. But so far, these force shocks, I'm not gonna lie to you, they feel better and more balanced than pretty much any VR1 I've ridden. Which is kind of surprising. The front track shock is not gonna live. That's gonna be the first to go. Oh, baby. 8350, 74s in it. I mean, come on. Come on. 84. Like, I gotta turn these 74s. Oh, this thing's kind of sick. I gotta go up compression in the front a little bit. I gotta check my bin. Oh, I don't, because they're 175s. Dang it. I was gonna say, if I had some straight 100s, I would throw them on here for the time being, but I don't think I do. Whoa, dear! What up, Bambino? And they're gone. I don't think I have anything hefty in a 175. Oh boy. Well, a little dream machine, you know? But 21 with 400 miles on it, you know? How are you gonna go wrong? She's brand new. Yeah, this thing rides way better than any VR1 I've ever got on. Which doesn't make any sense, but, you know, whatever. Well, standard reservoir, not the goofy velocities. Also launchier for these, so sometimes those are usually better because they want to make a good impression. I don't know. But it's a strong runner. It's impressive for being an 850 with just a little bit of clutching. Like I said, I set the float with the TRS bar, but I did not do the alignment. It's definitely got a good bit of forward twist in it. We're going to dial that back a little bit, but well, we had a little bit of time, you know, before we had to get out here, because sun's going down, big guy. Like, dude. I'm not going to tell Timmy that this is an 850 yet. And this video won't come out before I go ride with him. And I'm going to cut the sticker on the side to say 650. And I'm going to tell him, yeah, guy traded me a 650. It worked out great. And then I'm going to try to line up with him somewhere and see how this thing does against his 9R. Because I'm sneaky like that. There's a lot of really nasty water bars coming up, and I'm going to be crawling through them, so I'm going to cut the camera until I get to the top. These guys, worse than that. Oh yeah, some people, I guess, aren't familiar with water bars. They'll cut these channels across for water drainage to slow it down and zigzag it back and forth so that it doesn't run off and create a flood at the bottom. They had some nasty flooding through here with a couple of really big storms, so the state came in and just hogged some nasty water channels and water bars in through here. So we haven't had enough to fill that in, and yeah, I just got to peck through them. So I'll flip this back on when I get up to the top. Yeah, Steve did some other small stuff. We got the handguards with the LED inserts, the regular white ones, little RMK low windshield on it. These early XCs had the Nightblade headlight, which I'm kind of bummed about. I kind of wanted, it does have that weird little rattly deal there. I know it's not knocking. I don't know what it is, don't care. I wish it had the base LED headlight because they're lighter, and I kind of want to go weight weenie status with this thing. Quite a rig, though. Hello. Oh, look at this. Look at this, will ya? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 145. Why are you running hot, dude? Who cares? Silent up here. Spooky. You guys ready for the big reveal on this thing, dude? Ooh. Oh, sure. Steve put the little black boomerangs on instead of the white ones. Some red stickers. The hood vents red. Not a bad little sled. I don't love the red. I'm not a big red guy, especially the whole tunnel being red. But you know, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you get the color that you get. So as far as plans for this thing go, currently the only stuff I really have planned is I might break the welder out, turn these EPI 74s into 75s, but I'm going to ride it for a full day on like a trail ride with the boys and see how she goes in terms of RPM throughout the day and all varying conditions. This stuff is kind of like ideal, super hard base, nothing on top, so if it's a little high today and 10 degrees outside, 20-25 degree day with some like actual snow, it might be bang on 81-50 where I want to see it. I like to run a little bit higher on my trail stuff, so that might be fine. So we're going to do a whole big ride and see how that goes. 2 studs per flat in the back. We're going to do some stud boy power points, 1.5s all the way up through, so I'm going to get some tunnel protectors and throw those in to do the studs. Let's see, I have my full HD full floater brake kit, same as cross-country sleds, so full float rotor, chunky heavy rotor, so that might bring our RPM down a little bit too, you know, big chunky heavy rotor. HD pads, throw that stuff in. I'm undecided about this MBRP can. I gotta have Dad ride it in the field so I can hear it and see just how loud it is. If it's obnoxious, it's coming right off. The brake fluid flush. There's the deer again. Where are you going? Come back. I think I'm going to leave the 1.60 gearing in it right now. It's pulling it absolutely no problem. So I think I'm going to leave that in it for a while. And then I've been talking with Andy back and forth, trying to come up with a shock plan. At some point, put some shock stuff on it. We're not really sure what we're going to do yet. Oh boy. I don't know. That's kind of it. Some round bars. Probably already said that. Yeah, and then just beat the brakes off of this thing. We're just going to ride it, you know? It's pretty sick. Being back on a 129 is awesome. Pretty simple. I might at some point go full weight weenie. I wouldn't mind doing a really light build, like maybe even a caribou hood or something like that, and then some titanium hardware all over. Just, I have a really hard time justifying the titanium hardware because it's so expensive to save a few pounds, and I'm like, man, 5-6 pounds total for $2 grand. Doesn't really, that's a hard one to justify in my brain. Same with the hood. $800, $900 for a pound and a half. I don't know, it doesn't really make any sense to me. So I probably won't be doing any of that. But it's fun to think about. The RXC is sold as well. That thing's long gone. Had my fun with that. It did great for kind of its purpose of like R&D on the channel and try something different and all that. But yeah, just needed a reset. You know, you can run with the same sleds for a while and I just get bored, especially once they're like kind of quote-unquote done and all sorted. Whoa, big chunk. I just get bored and I'm like, yeah, what's next? Like, it's all done. Going out and riding it, there's not anything for me to talk about while I'm riding it. So then it's just me filming, driving through the woods, which isn't exactly the most exciting. So that combined with just everything of having run it for a while, it's time to move on for both of them. A little reset, and here we go. So now we've freed up a spot in the stable and recouped some money to order something new for 27, whether that's going to be some sort of Lynx thing if I go ride one of those, if Pat finally brings his out when we can go ride together or something. It'd be nice to try that one. Don't know what 27's going to bring, but we've got the space in the stable and some cash in the pocket to make a move if we have to. Oh yeah, on my list too is obviously align the engine. I've got some TRS motor mounts in the cabinet already, so I'll take a day and throw those in. I'm kind of tossing around the idea of doing the 25 and up boost reed pedals as well, because those are kind of the stiffest factory ones you can get. But as good as this thing runs, I'm like, why would I tear it apart? Why would I spend the money and the time to tear it apart and do that when it's running this damn good? So I gotta get out on it for another whole day, big whole ride with the boys, and see what we think about it after that and kind of make our decisions there. But for now, tomorrow I'll be putting my big fancy brake rotor setup on it. I'm bleeding the brake fluid, flushing that out. And that'll kind of be it for now. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Jeez, dude. Thing is a screamer. 8250, not coming down. Wow. Kinda cool. So yeah, a little dab of weld on the tip, backside of the tip of the weight. Probably half a gram on each one would probably get us right where we want to be. But it's perfect. Oh dude, this thing, it lands pretty good. It lands pretty good off of that stuff. Let's go up through the other stuff up here. We got time. Screw it. Don't like that I have no faith in firing it into something hot and throwing the bar angle into it, because it's just going to catch. I don't like the feeling of not knowing that I can just drive it in there. Like that. Why you do that? Oh, big hole. Woo! She is happy as all get out though. Like, why though? Why you are like this? Why you are like the way you are? Huh? Not bad. Not bad at all. Damn. We had some rubbery foam stuff stuck on here to protect the tunnel from the lock and ride bags. I'm about half an hour into this maneuver right here. Thumbs are gonna be bleeding by tomorrow, but we're gonna have this all sorted out. And before you tell me something about just use glue gun or whatever, there's still like foam stuck on this, and that would just make a wicked mess. It might take the adhesive off easier, but with the foam and the goo and all that, it's just easier to just keep rubbing it.